Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be on this stamp collecting world of ours. And I've been waiting for this. Now you know that I've run out of stock books for my GB stamps, so I bought a couple. They've just arrived, and they've come with stamps in them, which, I paid £15, I'd say £15 each, so 30 quid for the two. They've got stamps in them. I wanted the stock books, not particularly the stamps, though I would never turn away stamps, obviously. And I thought, well, rather than just refill the stamps out and then start loading up my missing years, 22 and all these, they're all ready to go in. Probably run out of room. But I thought we'd have a look through the stamps for the next couple of days and just see what has come with these stock books. They're not new stock books. They are, there's little bits and bobs going on with them. But for my purposes, very, very happy. We've got a lot of Greek. I think this is Greek page by the look of it. Look at that one there. Apex or Arax, possibly. Hellas. Nice pair. The old last king of the Greeks, probably, possibly. Here we see a few more of them, like in a family type thing. I say the last king, I think they do still exist, but albeit not in any power. Wasn't Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, was his mother Greek, or was his father Greek? Not sure. Got some nice stamps going on. That's actually quite nice. I haven't seen that one before. In fact, most of these I haven't seen before, so oh, lovely. Ancient Greece, of course, plays a big old influence on the country and on the stamps, as you'd expect. The Trojans and the also Greek Orthodox. You can see a couple of saints up here. Who have we got up here? One looks like St. Paul. The other one is, I don't know, but that's quite nice actually. Oh, it's a bit of a split there, but never mind. So we continue. I don't know how far we're going to get. Are they on both sides? Yes, they are. There, we're into Spain. Let's pull this back. España. Bit of a fold. Hinged, nastily hinged. But the old king, the one after Franco, who's still alive, still possibly making a comeback, I'm not quite sure. I think he's supporting reparations from the Spanish Empire. What else have we got here? Here he's again. It's interesting. It probably belongs there. I don't know, I shouldn't be messing about them. They're all going to come out anyway, probably. Franco, some nice Francos. 10 a penny. Some older ones. What are these? Comunicaciones. Nice. That also is interesting. Different colours there. So a 10, a 15, a 20. So someone has worked hard. And to think I'll be stripping it bare in order to put my British stamps in them. We're back to Greece by the look of it. Greece is the word. Now this has been through the mail, so it's been cut off. Hellas. The Olympics says you would expect it would be featured, and here we are, because the Athens is the home of the Olympic Games. the first Olympics. The Olympians were Grecians, basically, Athenians. And then the modern Olympics started up. I think the first one was in Athens. Again, Orthodox Christianity, the Greek Church. Yeah, there's some more modern ones here. I mean, nothing to get excited about. I don't really know much about Greek stamps anyway, whether there are rare ones or not. Now, what have we got here? I can honestly say I haven't seen those. Don't know what they are. Again, older kings maybe. And also, one of these, what is that? But whatever it is, the collector did want it. I'm not averse to that. If you want something within stamps, within the stamping fraternity, within the stamping across the royal, across mailing systems. Why not? Berbina, that looks a little bit Greek as well, doesn't it? Yeah, these are all Greeks again. So we said we're going Greek, Spain, Greek. Empty. Grecian. World War. Here. That's nice. A triangular one. Though it is Guatemala. It sneaked in somehow. In fact, there's a line. I'm finding it difficult. That's it, it's back in now. Just about. So we've got some nice Guatemalan ones here. That's interesting. Greece ends, Guatemala begins. Is it because it's GR followed by GU? Maybe. Then we're back to Greek again, so maybe not. What does this say? Overprint. That's interesting. I love an overprint. It says there's stuff going on. It says there's shenanigans, and then we've got empty pages, but then back again for more modernish and very neatly set out. And yeah, we won't tarry too long here, but nice conquistadors. These, what would you call them? Coat of arms? Why not? Yep, and then a big old page of Franco. More in the way of Franco. And then more modernish Spain, España, king and his wife. Yeah, those are quite nice. Nice and modern, a nice Olympic one there. And more in the way of sporty. Spain again. What are those? Asociación Benéfica de Correas. Habilitado para. Space stamp. That's going to have to be removed and placed there because I've got a space collection. Christmas stamps in there also. Wow. Again, sort of the older types here, which I'm not averse to. Absolutely nice, a nice overprint. Ooh, what is that? That's an unusual little thing. It's a little cutie. We'll have to put the AI on that to give us a bit of an assistance. And again, the old monarchs. So there are some. I'm not saying there's value in them. You know, maybe a penny here, a tuppence there. When you see the Franken ones, really, they're not. Nah. There were so many of them produced. Ooh, nice little stamp sheetlet. Less Fares, which is Pharaoh, which is Lighthouse. French these are. Well, I should know that because of Les Fares. Yep, my language is declining. Le Petit Pros. Le Petit Pros. And here we've got more French. Ooh, a couple of. I do have those. Yeah, cockerels and cockerels and mussels. This though looks old. Isn't. Looked old because it's upside down. It's still upside down. That would be of interest. And some more down here. I do have those. And him. Or is it her? Him, probably. So some nice French ones. Oh, look at that. Van Gogh. Sports. Lourdes, even. So someone's taken that out. Someone likes that. And why not? I quite like it. Now we're going into something more. So we've got another of those coats of arms. But what have we got here? Sheets and triplets. So someone's... Yeah, this is... Someone's worked at this. And I may feel a little bit guilty about reefing them all out, putting them in an envelope, and we're coming to the end now, I think. Yeah, so that's the end. I may feel slightly guilty. We'll go back to this because this is quite nice. Look at this lot here, all on a sheet. And I don't think I've got that. And I don't think I've got that either. I do have that. Closed. Let's pull her out and see. Alsace. Have I got that? Alsace. I don't know. I don't rightly know, Rita. That's butchered. Bigly. Been left out in the rain by the look of it and stamped all over it by somebody or other. It is an Empire. So 1800 stamp. But it's not in very good condition. But I'm not averse to them being in bad condition because it says there's a story attached to them. They've been through the wars, they've been through this, that and the other. And I've come out the other side. They've come out on the other side. Right, let's just go... Ooh, what have we got here? When I see a little tag like that... when I see something like that, I think, oh, what's going on here? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. It's stuck. So it's had a bit of damp on it and it's stuck to the page. We'll go back to the French again, just to have a little 2 francs, which was a lot of money in those days. Yeah, again, 1800s, late 1800s, I say, early 1900s. It's a while since I've done anything with French stamps. And we'll just have this unfinding moment. Charles de Gaulle, La Victoire. 8th of May, 1945, when France was liberated by the Allies. So that's quite a nice stamp. It's probably a commemorative stamp rather than from of that era. And just have a look at this. White Cliffs of Dover. No, Seine Maritime, Dieppe. So the chalk on this side of the channel is probably matched on the other side of the channel also on the French side, which tells me that, you know, there's Jurassic stuff going on there. Anyway, that is it for the red book. We'll have a look at the blue tomorrow. And I've got a decision to make. As usual, I should buy them empty. But what am I going to do with these stamps, and am I going to start loading them up with GB? Let me know what you think. Have a fantastic day, everybody. The sun has just been trying to come out, but it's gone back in again, and it's damp and drizzly here. Have a wonderful day. Stamp collecting is fun, and bye for now.